forward, 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 the communist takeover of American values. For years now, Obamacare has been the bane of Republicans' existence.
If Obamacare is ever implemented and enforced, we will never recover from it.
This bill is an affront on the morality of the provision of American health care.
Obamacare is the worst piece of legislation ever.
Yes, the worst piece of legislation ever. So good news, Fugitive Slave Act, you're finally off the hook. But now, with Republicans controlling both the White House and Congress, they've gone from talking about repealing Obamacare to potentially being able to do it. Already, the House and Senate have passed budget resolutions to start the process, and at least one member is positively giddy about it.
A little over 6 years ago, I lived in a pretty decent house, and one day I heard a knock on the door, and before I knew it, my colleagues from the other side of the aisle had let a goat loose in my house. Now, for 6 years, that goat has been messing in and destroying my house. I want to renovate my house, but before I can, I have to get the goat out of the house before it does any more damage. It makes no sense to start fixing up my house until we get the goat out. Voting for the fiscal year 17 budget resolution gets this goat out of my house.
That is so specific. There is just no way that goat incident didn't actually happen. I bet he brings it up all the time. Mr. Speaker, NAFTA is like when you're half asleep one morning, you put your arm around what you think is your wife, but lo and behold, it's that goat again. And you wonder, why is it wearing my wife's perfume? Get this goat out of my household. And yet, all week long, Republicans have been dealing with an unexpected problem. Constituents at town halls furious that Obamacare might be taken away.
I could tell you 3 members of my family, including me, that would be dead, and homeless if it was not for ACA.
Yes, apparently that annoying Obamacare goat in the house turned out to be a licensed physician who's been saving lives. And a lot of people do not want her to go anywhere. And yes, I said her. Oh, I'm sorry. You assumed that goat doctor was a man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Hashtag lazy goats can be doctors. Hashtag feminism. And look, that tummy is actually a big shift. Because if you remember, 8 years ago, people were absolutely terrified about what Obamacare might mean.
This is the stepping stone for a takeover like communism, like Hitler did in Germany.
Obama's a Marxist, socialist.
No! Don't do this to us!
You dirty thieves! You want to kill my grandparents? You come through me first!
Look, relax. President Obama did not want to kill that guy's grandparents, and if he did, he wouldn't have used health insurance. He'd have just ordered a drone strike and then declared them enemy combatants. That was his style. So tonight, let's look at Obamacare, what it does, what needs fixing, and how Republicans plan to replace it. And before we start, it's worth remembering just how bad things were before it was passed. Nearly 49 million Americans had no coverage, and if you were buying for yourself, insurers could deny anyone they considered too risky. Some denied entire professions like air traffic controllers, taxi cab drivers, and scuba divers. And this baby was denied coverage at just 4 months old for an unexpected pre-existing condition.
His parents decided to apply for individual health coverage for Alex. But they were turned down. Not because of his age, but because he was too fat. Am I supposed to put my child on a diet? Put him on a treadmill? Of course not. He's an infant.
Look, yes, I understand that you're upset, but think about it. He's never going to lose the weight with that attitude. But the point here is, Obamacare was an attempt to solve those problems. It made it illegal to deny people coverage because of pre-existing conditions. It let people stay on their parents' plans until age 26. It made preventive screenings free for everyone and created marketplaces where people could shop for insurance with potential subsidies. And between all that and Medicaid expansion, more than 20 million people gained coverage, putting our uninsured rate at a historic low. And yet, for many people, like this woman whose treatment for breast cancer was covered under Obamacare, the law was just always too closely associated with the man responsible for it.
I absolutely detest hearing the words Obamacare. Yeah. Detest it. It just should have been given a more proper name. Why be named after our president?
Okay, well, to be clear, it did have a proper name. It was the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. But that does go to show you it matters what people call something. Would Emma Stone be as popular if her real name was Blump Shart Cracker? No. So that's why it's good that she changed it.